can see us. Hello.
Wow, our faces. Welcome to the internet. We're here bringing you quality content. What's up? Hi, everyone. Oh boy, this is so great. We are closing in on the end of our Descent into Avernus campaign, and I'm
Whoa.
so full of mixed feelings about it. And your storyteller here of mixed feelings is Sage. That's me. What's up, everyone?
What's up? Hey, I'm excited to be here. My name is Celeste Conowitch, and I am your tiefling wizard, Malady.
Hi everyone, I'm JB, and tonight I will be playing Lord Roland Belran Dan Cadril, war cleric of Kellenvor.
Hi, I'm Katie. I'm playing Kaylee Bramblebarrel, and I'm not okay that this is ending so soon.
Oh.
I am Naseem, and I'm playing your fun-loving dwarven fighter, Heronius Dohard.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Paul Harpring.
Oh,
We
muted.
can't hear you.
I'm Paul Harpring, and I will be playing Calvin. And I am sad about this ending so soon, but I know that in my heart, my robot dog Appa will live forever.
Technically,
Appa will live
yes.
on in our hearts forevermore. Yes, I need one of you brilliant artists out there who listen to us to make fan art of Calvin and Appa riding in an infernal motorcycle in sidecar.
Very cute and metal at the same time.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. That's my brain.
I will commission an artist to do that. You can find me and send me some art, and we will talk.
Like all the best things in life, cute and dangerous. So, before we kick off this bad boy, tell me, friends, what happened last time?
Boy. God, so we started right on this floating, like, weird, broken prison landmass where we had just battled a Irenes who Malady was intimately familiar with as the devil who held her soul since she was a small child. So basically, we started the session at the end of that fight because Malady had used the helmet to dominate this devil. And so everybody was kind of clustered around, and then Malady basically commanded this devil to like bring her back, get the contract out, like let's end this, let's get my soul back. And then she summoned her little henchman Contract, who was a dude on a cross. It was weird. But yep, Malady had to carve out their rib.
It was your dad.
Yeah. Well, we're not talking about it. And carved out that rib, and then basically M was like, yo, go away. Like, you go to Zariel, you tell her what you've done. You fucked up. And she was like, okay, bitch. And I was like, yeah, bitch. And then, so that happened. And then we all decided to go back and destroy this weird pipe that had basically been like filtering something up from the river Styx. So we went back and we decided to destroy that because that was clearly just bad news. So Calvin led, the wrench brigade to take that all apart. Malady handed over the evil demon shield to Roland, saying, hey, look, I don't think I can be trusted with this no more. Hey, cool. So Roland has the shield. And then after busting the pipes, we found like a safe that was hidden in there, and the code was 666. Big fucking surprise. And we opened that up, and we found what was it? It was something for El Terrell.
The solar incendiator lock, which were a set of adamantine rods labeled from 1 to 9.
Yes. So basically the slots in the lock for the big radiant thing that like helped protect El Terrell before it was dragged down into hell. So we got
all the little pins that fit in.
Yeah. So we got those, and then we're like, let's bounce. And then we got back in our flying carriage of death. Led by the paladin, who mysteriously disappeared during the fight we were in, but that's okay. Because
he said that he said, I'll sit out here because if she's a high up general, and if she sees me, that might lead to some weird things.
Word. I forgot
like,
that. I was just
I'll watch
bitter.
the car.
I'll watch the
Yeah,
car. I'll
thanks.
keep it warm. A getaway driver. Yeah, so we went inside. Oh, yes, we reached the Bleeding Citadel, which is a giant pus scab around a fortress. And we're like, ew, that's gross. But we went inside, and basically the whole thing is, like, if the scab swallows up this citadel, then it'll be gone forever. Everybody's fucked. It's bad news. So we went inside. We found some nasty blood pus, and then we're like, hey, Lulu, do you know the way to get there? And she's like, oh, yeah, just go this way. And we're like, thanks. Awesome. And we showed up to like the big front doors, and there were all these like devils hanging out, being nasty, being shady. So we fought them, and then a giant thing popped out of the front that like spit out other demons and had lots of teeth that had faces with teeth and all this crazy shit. And we're like, oh no! And we did our best. And then a lady called to us from a door, and she's like, come this way, I'll let you inside. I love you. And we're like, whoa, cool. And then we all ran to the door, and she let us inside. And that's what happened.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah.
Genuinely impressive that your brain retained all of that after this past weekend and the block party stuff. Not that these games aren't wonderful and rememberable,
There's
but
a special madness that keeps me fueled.
I
Oh,
mostly just remembered the teeth with teeth.
The teeth
That
with
was-
teeth with faces
that will
with
be
teeth.
with me forever.
And it puked out other demons, right? Was that the
Yep.
thing?
Crow babies.
Yeah.
the teeth, yeah, the teeth business is what sticks in my brain.
Mm-hmm.
And so where we are picking up, you all had touched these large marble doors, and suddenly this bright white light sears the blood and the grit stains off of your clothes, and you feel this restorative energy soothe your aching muscles and calm your spirit. The glow softens to reveal a sun-kissed cathedral, leading you into the center of this cathedral. You see are these large marble pillars that end at a raised dais carved with celestial runes. Embedded in a stone atop the dais is a glowing longsword.
Is
I go to touch it.
wait. Is there the lady who called to us? Is there any person here, or did we just?
Hey, pretty lady.
Okay, there we go. Thank you, Heranius. Great.
Good job, hero.
Let's start. And so as you all step in and start to approach this dais, you see this translucent image of a woman who's appears to be in her mid-30s, clad in full plate armor, appears before you. And she points towards Lulu, whose eyes glow pure white for an instant. And then normal. I finally remember! You hear Lulu shout.
Like everything?
Like everything. Oh my god. She like clasps her ears over her mouth and is just like she's like mumbling to herself.
Okay, I'm sorry. Where are we? Who are you? Do you own this building? I'm like looking around.
Hi, I'm Kaylee.
Like,
Hi,
I mean,
I'm
the
Calvin.
manager.
Are you in charge here? And so as you look around and you see this woman and the dais and the sword, around you are 6 stained glass windows that depict sort of the kind of timeline of Zariel. You see that the first shows her oh my god, no, it's you see the first one shows her as this, blindfolded angel valiantly holding her sword aloft as these white knights charge to her side. You see in the second one, her and her knights are locked in combat with this legion of devils. In the third, you see that she's removing her blindfold and is kneeled before the Lord of Hell himself, Asmodeus. In the fourth, you see that she is dragging a knight out from the river Styx. And the fifth one, you see Elanthius step up to and just gently touch with his gauntleted glove as you see the portrait of Zariel transforming Elanthius into a death knight. And in the sixth one, you see her flanked by a legion of devils, Elanthius, and another knight as she is standing over Hell. And after you see Elanthius and Lulu take in this scene, they both turn to this ghostly woman, and you hear Elanthius whisper, Yael, my love.
Okay,
This
so
is where you...
so Elanthius is with us now. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
No, continue.
Yeah, don't let us stop you.
And and he says, yeah, my love, this is where you've been all this time. And with a ephemeral hand, she reaches out for his hand and she says, I had but one last thing to do, and it's to make sure that a noble spirit claims this sword.
Who's
I'm gonna look around at all my friends like.
You gonna...
It's too big.
Do you mean? I'm sorry. Do you mean one of us or just?
Is she talking to you, Atlantis?
And she says, no, unfortunately, Elanthius cannot accept this sword. But if you all have made it this far, and you all have passed through the ward that only allows those who are good-natured within this place, within this temple, it could be one of you. Or you could take this sword and return it to Zariel.
We don't want to do that,
why
right?
do we do
She's
I don't-
pretty not great right
So
now.
the question is, someone either takes it and keeps it, or we return it to the bad lady.
Yeah, that doesn't seem like much of an option.
Yeah, if we're good enough to get in here, why would that even be something we'd consider unless you know something we don't know? Because that sounds like a real bad idea.
And Lulu says, well, Yael and I stored it here because I really believe that there's still some good in Zariel, and it's kept in this sword, a piece of her soul. And if she were to be reunited with it, and if maybe she were to see me, maybe she would be good again.
Oh, honey.
Oh, honey.
Maybe though, is it really worth that much risk?
There's good in everyone, isn't there?
Yeah.
And if
Right?
she was good before, she could be good again.
So what do you think the percentage chance is that that would actually happen? Just if you were to give a number.
on a scale of 1 to 20.
Is this just based in missing your friend, or is this like science?
And Yael speaks. Yael speaks up and she says, my spirit has remained here because I also share this belief. But I recognize that in restoring Zariel to Lathander's side, that it would only leave a power vacuum in hell, and things would continue to be terrible here. And if you all are to claim the sword and to forge the fate of what continues to happen in hell, of who shall reign or no longer reign, then you must pass one last trial.
Okay, just
Hmm?
real quick. Can you? And I'm looking at these like stained glass. I'm like, what happened to Zariel that all of a sudden, big holy angel, and then all of a sudden Queen of Hell? Can we like fill in some pieces there? What did she just
Yeah.
like hit her head or what?
How is it some of her soul got trapped in this sword?
What was that conversation like? And she points to the one with Asmodeus.
Well, if you choose to undertake this trial, much of that shall be revealed to you. But effectively, she is a zealous force against evil, and that was manipulated and used against her. As she points a ghostly hand to the third image where she is in supplication to Asmodeus.
Well, I guess I can understand that. Being manipulated into something you don't want. I don't know. I'm willing to learn more. How about all you?
If we learn more at the end, can we still decide to give it to her?
Yes. If you all succeed, or if any of you succeed in surviving this trial, the sword is yours to take and do with as you see fit. For Roland, since you read Celestial, you read that the runes on the dais read, becoming a hero requires the sacrifice of oneself.
I will pocket that and keep it to myself in case I need to dole it out to my companions later.
Take credit for it.
I also read Celestial, so I would have picked that up.
For some reason, I didn't think you did. Yeah, so M also knows this.
Know the language of your enemies. I speak Infernal and I speak Celestial.
No, it totally makes sense.
Well, okay. I'm ready to check out this sword. Fine weaponry always called to me, and if we don't see her fit to take it back, I don't mind adding to my arsenal.
Oh yeah, and you see. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, we got this. Do we all get to go in at the same time, or is it like an individual thing? What are the rules of this last trial?
Group trial?
She says, yes, you all will experience this vision together. I must warn you, it will not be an easy battle. And should you die within this vision, you will perish in this life as well.
All right,
We're
any
already
pros?
in hell.
Anything in our benefit during this vision?
Well, you all have received the benefit of a long rest upon having stepped inside this cathedral.
Beautiful.
Neat.
All the stuff. I mean, we could die at any time in here, so if we die, it is what it is. I can't believe we've been alive this long, to be honest with you. We're a weird bunch. And your hat is really shiny, Roland. I can't believe we didn't get picked off for that shit.
I tried.
Yeah, I don't honestly know why, but I feel compelled to do this if we can. So that's that.
Well,
team?
if you all are ready.
Let's
Wait,
go.
hold on.
High five.
I always got you, friend.
Wait.
Boom. Yes. Now we're ready, team.
Beautiful. So, the solace of the citadel disappears and is replaced by havoc, screams of sheer terror, and smoke. You stand at the edge of a small village whose cottages, fields, and trees are consumed in fire. A sign creaks and falls from its post. Idleglen, it reads. You see townsfolk shrieking as they run from cackling demons and snarling gnolls. So, in this small town, you see that there is one big, long road that bisects this town that leads to this 30-foot tall marble statue of who you recognize as Zariel. Behind it, you see this large 2-story temple that's completely covered with imagery of the sun and dawn, and Roland would definitely immediately know that this is a temple dedicated to Lathander. To the left and to the right of you on either side of this road are various little cottages and shops, and you see that are just engulfed in flames. And you see off to the left, you see a pack of gnolls, which are these hyena-like humanoids with like big distended bellies and blood dripping from their maws, are attacking this poor mastiff who's attempting to herd a flock of sheep to safety.
Oh, not the dog.
And you see off to the right these baboon-like demons with slick green fur who are harrying these villagers who are attempting to run off with hand-pulled carts. And you see across town in front of this temple, which has become boarded up and nailed shut, you see this demon that has the lower half of a snake, and the upper half is the 6-armed gnoll. So this like hyena-like body clutching this longsword and is scrabbling to get inside of the church.
Whoa.
It's a lot happening.
Whoa.
If you all like to make history checks to see if you recognize this event, you certainly may.
Sure. Let's do that.
That is a 8. I'm just thinking about this puppy. Okay.
Got a 16.
11. Just rolling hot.
19.
All right, so Hero and Roland, you know that Idleglen is a town that was centuries ago was threatened by Gnoll tribes, and the town priest Solidar Brightstar, they were a very devout priest to Lathander and prayed for protection from these gnolls. And so Lathander sent Zariel to take care of these creatures. And so they built the statue dedicated to her, which you can see in the town's in the center of the town. Generations later, the gnolls return with a greater demon army with them to bolster them, and Zariel and her Hell Riders had came to Idleglen's aid, but it was after many, many lives were lost. So you think this is probably the memory of when Zariel and Lulu and the Hell Riders came in to save the town again that you're experiencing.
Are there... oh, sorry. I wouldn't know that.
Is Lulu with us?
Lulu is not with you, nor is Orlantheus.
Okay. Do we see them anywhere in the vision, or it's just the people attacking?
Just the creatures attacking the villagers and the animals, and the one trying to get into the church currently.
Okay.
So Roland will take a moment to bark out that this is Idleglen and that this is where Zariel had her last chance, this last redemption for this town, and came late. So he'll say, They're living in her place. You have to stop this. And he looks around at all the craziness.
Okay. Really? I'm looking at like all the gnolls everywhere. Like,
Yeah, and like if this is a trial and this is a memory, I don't know how much help we can really be. I think we're supposed to find where we're needed, but that guy over there at the church seems to be causing a bit of trouble.
maybe he's
Maybe we
trying,
can-
yeah, to get to a priest inside or something. If that's how the vision went.
I take out a hand axe. Should we just go see if we can mess him up a bit, or what the hell this vision is really?
Fuck yeah, let's
Seems
go.
as good a strategy as any. I'll whip out my
Let's
name
do it.
book.
I'll whip out
Crossbow time.
these babies. She kisses her fist and is like, starts moving towards the guy at the church.
Well, how far is the hyena thing? Because I want to, like, after I say that and I get the approval of everyone, I just want to toss it, like, get him in the back.
Yeah, so the town is about 500 feet long, so it's a little bit of a jog before you can run up and get into.
Oh, okay. I thought the church and the hyena was pretty close, but okay.
I mean, it's like to spend a minute running and you're there, but in combat time seems forever.
Okay.
But if you all want to get up into position to start messing with big ol' hyena boy, let's go ahead and roll some initiative.
Weird
Yay.
beetle initiative or beetle knoll 6-arm monster.
Snake hyena thing.
Snack.
Nah.
I got 1,000,000. I got a 28.
I got the antithesis. I got 4.
Ooh, I got 6.
Whoa!
Whoa.
Oh, shit.
I got a 15 for Malady.
And Roland.
A 9.
Everyone watch out.
I thought that I would be in the bottom. I'm smack dab in the middle.
Em, what's your dexterity?
+4.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, 18.
Oh, that makes it even easier. All right, well then, Kaylee, that leads you to lead the charge.
Yay. All right. So Kaylee is going to run in, and as a bonus action, she's going to summon her astral arms, as those feather-like arms stretch out of her back and come forward at this thing. And I'm going to also spend an extra key point to get my mask too, because you never know. And then those arms are going to reach out in 24 to hit.
Excuse me, that will hit.
Hooray. Okay, so that's going to be 7 points of radiant damage. And then I'm going to do my 2 action ones. So that'll be a dirty 20.
Good.
And that's going to be 8 points of magical bludgeoning. And 21. Yeah. And that'll be 7 points of magical bludgeoning. As she just unloads on this guy.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Technically give him little fist kisses because she kissed him.
Yeah.
But once that's done, she's going to back off a little bit and kind of pop back with her mobile feet.
Nice. Yeah, definitely get some nice punches in, and then M.
Okay, sweet. Can we say M did mage armor when she showed up in the middle of a battle?
Yeah, it's fine.
Yay.
Yeah, before you all started running over there,
Yeah,
you
we
could
had a
have
minute.
Boop.
Boop.
Yeah.
Okay, so mage armor is up. Very cool. All right, I'm gonna go ahead, whip out my book, turn through the pages, point. Tell me your name. Wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh, this is not bad. That is a 21.
Boo. Em's like, there's never works, and I'm gonna shove my book back in my bag. And then I am going to let's see. Boo. Lame. I'm gonna While nobody is there, no, I don't want to get close to it. How close-ish? Like within 30 feet? Is that the?
I mean, yeah, you can be pretty much as far away or as close as you want to be.
Excellent. Okay, then I'm gonna run up and I'm gonna cast. I'm gonna do a stompy clap and stomp my little hooves and do a thunder wave. Oh wait, there's a Kaylee there. Damn it. Never mind. I'm not.
Kaylee backed up.
I backed up.
Yeah, because she has her mobile feet, so she ran and then.
Cute.
Get him, girl.
All right, then I stomp a hoof, and I need him to make a Constitution saving throw. 16.
Ooh, very good at that. Oh, but that is a 12, so
You will fail. So you are going to go ahead and take 15 points of thunder damage. It's pushed 10 feet away from me, so just.
yeah, it gets thrown into these large barred up oak doors.
Cool. And then I'm going to spend the rest of my movement to run away and like hide behind anything.
Yeah, there's lots of debris. There's lots of, and stuff, and turned over carts. There's easily lots of stuff that you can hide behind.
I do that.
And then it is its turn. It is going to turn very angry, very hungry. Let's see. Which one of you? Hero. This thing comes up to you with its long sword and starts slashing at you. And that will be a 20 to hit.
It hits.
Oh, geez. And that is 16 slashing damage. And then you see it twists its body around and flicks its tail at you. And it oh my god, it just like stumbles over itself, even though it has no legs.
Ah!
Long body is hard. And then and all the while you hear the gnolls are just tearing apart the sheep. You see this cloud of woolly just kind of dust that's mixed with ash, and you hear the cries of the villagers. And then it is Roland.
So this thing closed the distance with Heronius,
Mm-hmm.
and Kaylee is nearby. So Roland is going to also run up to this thing that is accosting Heronius. And as he does so, he whispers a quick prayer to Kelimvor to guide him in destroying these foes. And he is going to cast Crusader's Mantle.
Ooh.
So any friendly creature around me in 30 feet deals an additional 1d4 radiant damage on their weapon attacks. So this glow, this kind of silverish light kind of comes out the 30 feet, and you can see everything's a little sharper, a little stranger. And he will attack it, because that's what Roland does. He runs in with his warhammer in one hand and this evil demon devil shield in the other. And he will swing at this creature. 22 to hit.
Oh, yes.
11 points of bludgeoning damage. Whack! Oh, and my radiant damage. 3 points of radiant damage.
Nice.
Fuck. Hold on.
I'm in permissions right now, like making it so people can say fuck again.
Make that
Thank
11.
God.
11 total points of radiant damage, because I have my cleric thing that does radiant damage. Got it.
Mm.
Divine Strike. Whack! And I'll position myself on the opposite side of Heronius so that this thing would provoke from either of us should it try to run away. And then I turn and look longingly, pained at the Mastiff. I say, "Run, boy, run!"
No.
My heart.
I'm wrecked right now, to be honest.
Calvin.
Revivify.
Is this mastiff? Is there a chance?
Not anymore.
Oh, okay then. All right. Well, eyes on the prize then. All right. So yeah, Calvin will run up and take up a position behind a post or something on the street, and let's go ahead and get some crossbow shots off at this thing. That's a 12. Don't imagine that will be hitting.
Unfortunately, no.
Yeah. And second attack, that's a 21.
Ooh, that definitely will.
Oh yeah.
18 is your magic number.
Sweet. That is 11 plus. Oh yeah, I want to make sure I'm close enough to get some of that sweet Roland glow. Because that
glow.
does an extra D4, right?
That roly glow. That
Yeah.
roll glow.
Roll glow. So that'll be 11 magical piercing and 2 radiant damage. And then Appa will rush up and get into the mix and do a Bork attack. Do it.
Doing a bork.
It got a 13. That's
Deal.
okay. I still love you, Robo Dog. And that is Calvin's turn.
Hero.
Right, he's gonna start helicoptering his mace, getting it ready, cast Booming Blade.
Boom that blade.
And oh my goodness.
Oh no.
It's an 11 to hit. So nothing happens.
Unfortunately.
It's got too much force and momentum. It kind of gets him off balance, and then he like fixes himself up after he got dizzy for a second. And because of my war magic feat, I get another attack. So I'm gonna try that again, but it's just a basic attack.
Do it.
Holy shit. I'm gonna use Beyond D&D Beyond from now on to roll, because I rolled another 3.
No. I
Dice are
believe
cursed.
it's
11 to
What's
hit.
your 11?
Yeah, my
I'm
plus
going,
is 8, so
I'm going to use my
forget your
channel
bless.
divinity to cast Guided Strike and add +10 to that attack roll.
Hell yeah, that'll definitely do it.
well, there we go. Okay, thank you very much. Then that is 9 damage.
Plus a
Bludgeoning
D4
damage.
radiant.
Plus what?
The D4 from me. D4 radiant damage.
Oh goodness. Then 3 more radiant damage.
Sweet. All right, excellent. And then back up to Kaylee. You see that this thing is squaring off kind of with Roland and Heronius. And you see that basically to the left and to the right, the demons and the gnolls are making pretty quick work of these herd animals, and now are starting to turn their attention towards you all. It is your turn.
Cute.
I can't do anything with a lot of people. I'm gonna stick with this guy. That's slow work for me. I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of just like pop out from behind Roland, like a little Jack in the Box, and just start going at him once again in the belly. And I actually pre-rolled. So first one is a 22.
Mhm.
Second is a 23.
Beautiful.
And third is Bubkiss. It is real bad. Let's see here. So that's gonna be and radiant. So that's gonna be 12 points of radiant damage from my astral arms. And it's gonna be another 5. Plus 3, 8 plus 5. 13 points of magical bludgeoning. And I am going to pop behind my friend because that's my safe spot.
Heck yeah, it is. M.
Okay. So I see all these gnolls like starting to hustle up. So I'm gonna point at one and I'm gonna go like, you, and I'm gonna cast suggestion on one of the gnolls. Make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, Jesus. They rolled very well. An 18.
Boo! Those are dumb. Why?
They are dumb.
Melody's just like, "Pfft, worst day ever. And I'm gonna keep hiding. And that's my turn. Wizard life.
Oh, wizard life. Yeah, this thing is now, not that monster. Oh, dear. Yes, you see the 6-armed creature now turns its attention towards Roland and is going to flick its tail at you. Jesus. And that is a 15, which is certainly not going to hit, but then it's going to get the long sword, which is a 21.
21 misses.
Haha.
Ooh.
AC 23 these days.
Jeez. Wow.
Shield.
So
Shield me.
powerful.
You're just literally a shield at this point.
And then these gnolls are going to come over and they are going to go after M and Calvin.
Cute.
You see that there are 3 of them piling up on each of you
Oh no.
with their spears.
Oh dear.
One of them is going to get a critical hit on you, M,
Mm.
for 12 piercing damage.
Ow.
And the 3 coming up on you, Calvin, you see that one of them is going to hit and it's going to do
I shield as a reaction.
very cool. What is your AC with shield up?
21.
All right, it does not hit then. As you manage to duck and dodge all of these spear attacks coming in at you. And then we go back to Roland.
Having done just a tiny itty bitty bit of work with Crusader's Mantle, Roland will sigh deeply and let that spell flitter into nothingness. And he holds up his warhammer and crashes it against his shield 2 or 3 times and screams, "Kill the war, guide me!" And the spectral cloud that you've all grown accustomed to flitters out for 15 feet in every direction around Roland. As these spectral warriors kind of move back and forth, he casts Spirit Guardians.
Yeah. Yeah.
I designate all of my companions and the Mastiff to be safe from the Spirit Guardians for all time. And everything else is going to get fucked. They need to make me wisdom saving throws, all of the gnolls that attacked Malady and Calvin and the one that we are attacking.
Ooh, that is a hot one.
Oh, wow.
Now they get the one.
For my dear Mega Knoll, it gets a 21.
21 makes it, so he would take half. I rolled 22 points
Okay.
of radiant damage on that bad boy.
So as you summon these spiritual guardians,
I did use 4th level, by the way. Anyone playing along at home, 4th level.
and you see all of these gnolls become instantly incinerated in radiant light. But the 6-armed creature in front of you still stands?
Glorbs? So Roland will scream out loud, "Try me again, motherfuckers!" As he's still pushing up against the 6-armed person. Melody, are you all right?
Yeah. Ow.
Okay. He turns his attention back to this creature.
Calvin.
Okay, so Calvin has got 3 gnolls up in his face now, and there's 3 more gnolls on Malady, who's the
So
next-
They're
all
all
of
dead.
the gnolls got incinerated, but you
Oh,
do
okay.
still see this pack of 6 baboon like demons with the green fur who are
Okay.
coming up in the next wave.
Oh crap. Okay. Well, we're gonna cast Grease.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna cast Grease in front of these baboon demon looking things, so they can have fun with that. And that will be my action.
So they have to make a dex save.
Yes. It covers yeah. Yep. DC 15.
They got an 18.
Ah, damn it. Oh, Grease, you're never as good as I want you to be.
You overturned a war machine.
I was gonna
And how many?
say.
I mean, that one time, yes, it was more amazing than I could have dreamed. But I've cast it a few other times, and none of them have been terribly impressive. All right. So anyway,
Okay.
that's his action. But yeah, let's see. Appa is making whale sounds this week. I just decided. And we do an attack.
It sounds just like the walrus impersonation from Family Guy.
Stupid. Hey, that's 23. That's a good robo dog.
Hell yeah.
Boy.
Get it.
Mm-hmm. And that's 5 radiant damage or force damage.
Yay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Hero.
I'm gonna thunder wave they asses.
Thunder wave.
They need to make a con saving throw of 14.
Let's see what their bonus is.
Baboons.
They got a 15.
Ah, tits. Shit. Okay, well, since I did that, I guess I'll just.
They take half damage, right?
Yes.
Oh, there.
Yes.
I always forget that it still affects people. That's wild to me. But I'm not gonna complain. Where's my other D8?
You're so
Roll
used
on
to the
D&D
monk bit.
Beyond.
Oh, true. I should, because I'm so bad at rolling. 9. So
4.
4. Okay.
All right, it's something.
And then I guess, how far are they now at this point running at us?
So they are running over towards you. They're about 10 feet away.
Lovely. I'll throw a hand axe at whichever one is closest or right in front of me.
Sweet. Yeah, you see one. It's got like a cleft lip. It's
Yeah.
snarling.
Clift.
Let me fix that lip for you. 12 to hit.
That does hit.
Oh, sweet. Then it's 8 damage.
Nice. Yeah. Already looks significantly reduced in its life total. You think that these are probably just Joe Schmo demons.
Gosh,
Mm.
Mo's.
Peons.
Precisely. And then Kaylee.
All right. So I pre-rolled again. I got a 22 for the first hit with my arms. Gonna uppercut this bitch. And that is going to be 10 radiant damage. My second one, I got a 19. I forget if that hits.
Yes. AC 18 for Big Bad Boy.
That is going to be another 10 damage. This is magical bludgeoning. And then my last one, I got a crit.
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
Yes.
So that is going to be 7 plus 5 is 12 plus another 2. So 14 points of magical bludgeoning. And Kaylee is going to try to just use her stunning strike on this last one.
Mm-hmm.
So
Con save?
yes, please. What was my
An unnatural 20.
Disgusting. All right. I'm
Mm.
gonna try to climb onto his back so he can't like really see me, like that spot where you can't reach, you know? Or not.
Okay. I feel like that would I feel like that would be a grapple.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
And I'll just boop out like normal.
And then M.
Okay. Well, M's saves are not working for her. So, how many of these baboon creatures are there left?
There are 5 of them.
Cool. I'm gonna cast 3rd level magic missile and send 5 bolts, 1 to each. Boom, boom, boom.
Nice.
Okay. All right. So 1 takes 5 damage. 1 takes 3 damage. 1 takes 5 damage. Oh god. 1 takes 5 damage, and then 1 takes 4 damage.
Cool.
So I just pop up from behind my debris and like send out a hand, and from each of my fingers, like this, lavender ray comes and like peppers them in spray. And then I'm gonna go ahead and try one more time with my book and look at this like big boy and be like, name, please. Make a wisdom saving throw.
Sir, I require your name.
Sir.
That is a 5. So, the name you hear is Garak Null.
Garak Null. I roll that around in my mouth distastefully. And I keep that in mind for next round.
Beautiful. Yes, and suddenly you see, these baboon demons come all running up on you, and you see
Point
that.
of order.
Yes.
Wisdom saving throws,
Yes, very good.
just in case they die. I don't
Run up
want-
and die. Ooh, that is a 6.
22 points of radiant damage.
They do indeed run up and die.
I rolled an 8, a 8, a 1, and a 5.
All right, let's see if Big Boy can make it. Is that a 3rd?
Roland's got the best glow. Like, that's all I gotta say. All of Roland's glows are exquisite.
Does a 16 pass?
It does, so he would take 11.
11. Okay. Still standing. And then it will smack you with the great sword or with the long sword with a 25.
Hits.
And that is 10 damage, and then it's gonna smack Hero, or at least attempt to, with its tail, which is a unnatural 20. Does that hit Hero?
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, of
Okay.
course.
I don't
Naseem
know,
was just
y'all got
making
bonkers AC.
sad faces. Remember, this is a podcast, Naseem. Be vocal about your disappointment.
I
need to hear it.
cursed. I cursed in German.
What?
Scheiße. So you will take 21 bludgeoning damage as you just
Oh.
get smacked with this tail, and you are grappled
That's not
and
good.
restrained.
Whoa.
My goodness.
Wow. Spicy.
And- Oh. And then it is Roland's turn.
I rolled a 13 to keep concentration on Spirit Guardians, so it is still up. Was that attack with the Great Sword magical?
It's greatsword?
Yes.
Yes.
I would shave off 3 if it wasn't. Well, it's my turn. Spirit Guardians are still up and, blending everything into a smooth paste around us, which is fantastic.
Yummy.
So I will try to free my good friend Hieronius with a great sword to this thing's neck-ish region. Crit. I rolled a 19 with this great sword. Or no, I'm using the Warhammer, so it's not a crit. But it is a 26 to hit.
Yeah, okay, yes.
Okay. I'll go ahead and roll another attack. I'm going to use one of those War God things. And that is a 20 to hit.
You see it levies its longsword down and parries your blow.
How dare it.
Rude.
I expend 1 War Priest, and let me roll that damage for you. 16 points of bludgeoning and radiant damage. Whack.
Oh.
Is your Warhammer magical?
Nope.
Okay.
But I have the whatever the hell. Divine Strike. That one would be just the flat 8.
Mhm.
My great sword, if you're reducing damage, would be 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
Cool. It stands still.
Let him go. I'll say.
And
What he said.
Double that, man.
And Calvin.
Okay, so first thing, Appa, I'm going to use my bonus action to have Appa help Heronius break out of this.
Okay.
So, yeah, he'll use the help action, and then we'll take the only thing, all the baboon demons are dead, so it's just the big boy. All right, so yeah, then a couple of...
Rocknall.
Yeah, Groknall.
That is all M has contributed to this fight, is learning this thing's name. Thank you. Goodbye.
What's your name?
Let's see, 13 won't do it, but a 25 will do it. There we go.
Yes, it will.
And that's 13 magical piercing damage.
Pew, pew. Close. It is a bloody, bleeding pulp. Hero.
Bust out and myrtlate this thing, hero.
Yeah, don't I gotta do like a post grapple thing to get out of this?
Yeah, so you can either use your action to try and get out of it, or you can make an attack with disadvantage.
But that would get neutralized because Appa is helping hero. Yes?
Yes. Yes. So it'll be a normal attack.
Okay, let's do that. Then I'll take my my other hand axe that I still have, and try to like just from below shove it into its stomach if it's on top of me.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I still got my bless, which I keep forgetting to use. Oh goodness, decent, I think. I should be using D&D Beyond because math. Oh yeah, unnatural 20.
Yeah, you definitely do it.
I didn't even do the thing. Okay, now we'll use D&D Beyond. 6 damage.
And so as you take your hammer and you dig it into the back of this thing and you manage to carve your way out by splitting this creature into...
Oh, its name was Garakna. Yeah. Okay.
And as you see the two halves of this thing split and fall to the ground, suddenly you all feel this tremble in your bones. You hear, starting at this just low tone that creeps into your perception, this mad cackling laugh. And suddenly, from the cloud of smoke, you see emerging this 15-foot tall, hyena-looking humanoid creature that is just clad in chains and skulls and is wielding this great 3-headed flail.
Could I make a might Malady know who this might
And
be?
Roland.
Yeah.
Can we
Can we make some checkies, please? Maybe.
You certainly may.
Okay. I hope this is not what I think this is.
These little plebs could do 21 damage. Jesus.
Yeah. Ooh, look. I got on my new Venture Maidens die.
Yeah.
Betty.
Oh, I can't do
Baby.
it. Oh, God.
Gorgeous.
How do they do it?
Tiny.
Oh, yeah. These are the ones that Joe made and I instantly stole, and yep.
Hell yeah, you did.
Relationships. That's how they work.
Yep, these are mine now. But that was 20.
Yes, you know that this is
No.
Yinagu,
No.
the demon lord of hunger.
Cool.
Mm.
Oh God. Melody says from behind a rock, "Hey, that's a demon prince, just as a heads up."
Is that like worse than Zariel or
It's about the same
better?
if I were to put him on the same
On a
level.
scale of 1 to 20, they're above it.
Yeah. Oh God.
Truly.
Oh crap.
Would I have any sense with that knowledge if we had a chance at all of facing this?
Well, most, if not all of you, would die if you were to take this thing on. You might succeed, but it would probably cost all of your lives.
Just a reminder, last time we nearly died fighting Yinagu's SUV, and now
Yeah.
we're fighting Yinagu himself.
Yeah. You saw the pet. Now the master.
Maybe we should get inside. It seems like
Yeah.
the only place to
Yeah,
hide.
let's
To
go.
the church.
Yeah, let's get in the church.
Come here, boy. Come on,
Nope,
boy.
nope.
To the Mastiff. Come on.
Oh,
hurry.
okay. I thought you meant to Yinigu. I was like, you are going to
Appa.
kill us.
Appa will run over and grab the Mastiff's collar and pull it along if it's a little bit slower.
Oh my
We can make it.
God.
We can all make it.
Okay, get
You-
inside.
See, it's limping. Kaylee, as we get back up to your turn, the doors and all the windows are nailed shut and boarded closed.
Not for long, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Kaylee-
Monk, chop through those
Yeah.
boards.
Kaylee's just gonna like run up and just like go, like when they have like, oh, this is your final lesson, you must break the board. Just
Mhm.
go for it. Boop 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 boop. Oh, I already rolled. First one was a 13.
That'll hit some boards.
Hell yeah. I always knew I had it in me. So that's gonna be
The boards use parry.
these are some good boards. I'm gonna build a house out of these. That's gonna be 11 points of radiant damage to these boards.
You smack a pretty big hole into this thing, and you hear suddenly now "Ah!" cries and screams as you see these crowded villagers all huddled together.
It's okay, I'm a friend. I just need to get in. I need to get in with my friends. And then the other ones were a 29 and a 25 to hit.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be that's full. Okay, that's gonna be 15 points of magical bludgeoning.
Oh yeah, so you definitely managed to just punch through the rest of it as you pull your fist out. You pull the door like off of its hinges.
And I like just this little short little halfling girl in front of all these people, and I just like give a little curtsy and I'm like, see, I'm cute. Come on, guys. And I'm just gonna like wait at the door, just in case I need to punch anything that tries to get in.
All right, so would you all like to run inside of the church?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
I would like to run inside the church, and then once we're all in, Calvin and Appa are going to start pulling the door up and probably ask Hero and Roland for help lifting the door
Mm-hmm.
so he can mend it, casting mend, put it back in place and repair the barricade that...
Mending takes a minute, doesn't it?
No, it's an action. It's a cantrip. It does take a minute. All right, well, he's going to start on it at least.
My work. No, I'm just kidding.
My masterpiece.
So you all can head inside, and you see that there is one high-ranking priest of Lathander who has got all these huddled people flocked together, and they are just cowering in terror, holding each other and their children. And you see that the priest, this young woman, she comes up to you all and she says, Oh, you are so brave. Thank you for protecting our town. Uh, I will do what I can. And as she extends her hands to all of you, you see this white glow comes over you, and she heals you for 15 damage.
Oh, that's nice.
Ooh. Huh. Thanks, lady.
Do you have any kind of protections here? This is a temple, right? Like some spell. I mean, there's a demon prince just like right outside. So is there something you did to piss him off? Can we give him something and he'll go away? What's
Mm-hmm. Well, outside we have our statue to Zariel. If he attacks that, it will lash out with the radiance of Lathander and strike him. So he would probably try and take that out first, I would hope.
I hope too.
I'll head toward the statue.
Oh, you didn't get inside? What the
No.
hell? Oh god.
Ah, Roland.
I was living on borrowed time anyway.
I look around suddenly, I go, where's Roland?
Yeah, and then Calvin goes, ah, crap,
God damn it!
and just lets the door fall onto the back out onto the steps leading into the temple.
And Roland, you see this large demon approaching you, swinging its flail, and as soon as it gets within 10 feet of the statue, it lashes out with its flail, and you see begins to clatter into it. As it does so, this lash of light whips out and strikes him, but he does not seem to give a flying fuck. So we'll go back up into the initiative with Kaylee.
God damn it.
Can hear you.
Muted.
That's okay. I was just making concerned noises mostly. Yeah, so since everybody's running back out because Roland didn't come in, she's going to run back outside. And she, seeing this big thing, is going to step in front of Roland and be like, "You gotta go back, mister. Well, you can't fight this thing." And she's just gonna like stand kind of protectively in front of him with her fists up and hold her action for when this thing gets like right into her friend's space.
Yeah, it has such huge long arms that it only needs to stand 10 feet away before it can just reach with its great flail.
Then I will take patient defense.
All right. And you now running up to stand guard in front of Roland, you see it just looks at you, and you see the pure force of hunger in its eyes, and it goes to chomp down on you and on Roland.
No, it can get both.
Disadvantage against me.
And me.
So that is going to be a 25 and a 27 to hit.
Yeah.
So Kaylee, you will take 12 piercing damage, and Roland, you will take 14.
Can it make a wisdom saving throw for my spirit guardian?
It will choose to succeed instead.
Perfect.
must be
Please
nice.
burn them.
Yeah, use 'em
It'll still
up.
take 11 points of radiant damage.
Cool. Any vulnerabilities? No. Cool. And then M.
Oh god. Okay, M isn't convinced that this is like just the test, like show up and die. So she is trying to like look around and see if there's something that she's missed. She wants to check out the statue of Zariel and like look at the sword, like maybe the sword is here, or like if there's something about this village in particular that's special, or some kind of resource that can be used. So is there a check I could maybe do for that?
I would say make an Arcana check.
Okay. All right, that'll be a 23.
So, looking around, you see that at the edges of the town is this just kind of blurry, hazy wall. And he thinks that since you know that you're in this sort of vision, like that must be the edge of the boundaries that you can go through. So you think if there's a way you could trick him to go over there, he would then exit the memory or the vision. But so far too, because what you experienced with when you had taken the vision quest with Lulu, that you did have to get through the sequence, that you had to, fight through things. So this does seem like a how long can you stand sort of challenge.
Okay. Damn. All right. Well, with no other ideas, then I guess Malady is gonna run as far as she can, so she's like on the other side of where Hero and Roland are getting ate, to hopefully get some ire pointed in different directions here.
Okay.
And then she is going to. Oh God. I know Yinigu's name, but can I get his true name? Probably not, but I'll try, whatever. A book, make a wisdom saving throw as I try to hear the demon lord's name in his own voice. Ooh.
That is a 22.
Yeah, okay. I wasn't really expecting that to work, but, fuck it. Okay, and then I'm gonna go ahead and Malady will extend a hand and cast Lightning Bolt at this giant demon. So, dexterity saving throw, please.
That is a natural 20.
Okay, so they are still gonna take half damage, so... Okay, so that is going to be 30 on the die, so that'll go down to 15 points of lightning damage. And if he is wearing anything flammable, it catches on fire. Just as extra fun. Because I imagine he probably has a lot of crap and feathers and bullshit on him.
Scalps of 1,000 warriors.
I would like those to burn. Thank you, please.
And they do.
Yay. Good. I feel better.
Smells like chicken. And sulfur.
Nasty, way past due chicken. At the end of M's turn, you see he takes his flail and he swings it at you, Kaylee. That's you.
Disadvantage.
Ooh, that might actually not hit. That is an 18.
Oh, that just hits.
All right. Well, I will need you to make a strength saving throw.
Oh boy.
That's funny.
Oh boy.
Oh, okay. A 17 on the die plus 2 is a 19. Plus 3 is a saving throw, not a check. What was that? So 22.
You managed to hold true against the force of this attack, but you still take 15 bludgeoning damage.
Can't believe that I fucking did that. That'll never happen to me again.
And now it is his turn. And you see as he raises his flail again, another. Oh, yes, Roland.
Wisdom saving throw.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep nickel and diming him.
Every little bit of damage counts.
That is a 23.
So that'll take half. So 9 points of radiant damage.
Sweet. And then, yes, and you see as he raises his flail, another magical copy of it appears, and you see it begins to just wail on the Church of Lathander and Calvin.
I counterspell. Bye.
Cool.
Melody's like, no, and I
It is
eat it.
at an 8th level, so you will have to roll.
Okay, can do.
You can do this.
This is 19.
That
Suck it, Inagu.
Fuck your spiritual weapon.
No.
Bad hyena.
Bad dog.
Bad boy.
Dog. Boop just.
And then Roland.
Oh Lord. We're back up to me. I wasn't expecting this.
God,
Oh, this is rough. This is rough, gang.
Boned. Yeah, this is.
So parts of Kaylee's brain are hanging out of her nose, and despite taking the dodge action, so Roland is going to say, "Are you all right, Kaylee?" sees a broken, bloody thumb come up.
I'm okay. Don't worry about me.
Right. Oh fuck. He knows. Roland would know because he also succeeded on the religion check with Malady. He would know that this thing would take substantially less damage from a normal weapon. So,
Yes.
against his better judgment, he's going to drop his warhammer and his shield at his feet. Ugh. I'll miss you, shield. So my armor class is currently 19, and he is going to pull this greatsword from his back and take a swing.
All right.
23.
Oh God, what is his AC? I probably should have looked at that. Yes, that hits.
Haha! We're doing things.
Yes.
Oh! Max damage.
Yay!
Yay!
16 points of slashing damage and 7 points of radiant damage. And then I will use a second channel divinity to swing again.
Hell yeah.
This was the time. It's now.
Right?
Burn it all. Burn it all.
That is absolutely a hit. It is higher than the last roll. 13 points of slashing damage and 8 points of radiant. I rolled max on that one.
13.
Just these two big, like, lumberjack swings. He's absolutely terrified. He had to close the distance, move this 5 feet forward to be able to hit this creature as it's using his gangly arms to thwack Kaylee over the top of his head. But he's trying to get its attention, like, come at me!
And indeed, he does. He reaches down with this great dripping maw to chomp at you for 19.
19 hits, because I dropped the shield.
That is 17 piercing damage. And as he pulls his head back and chomps down on Kaylee, that's a 30.
What? Why do you? Is that a disadvantage?
Oh.
Why does he want a tater tot? There's juicier meat.
You a little snack.
Oh, yo, stop.
Yinagu loves tapas. That is still a 27 to hit, but it will
that
be...
hits.
Are these honey garlic wings?
They're just wiggling in his face, and he's like, "Oh, you're like a cheese stick, girl."
I ruined the serious mood, but it was worth it.
Calvin,
Oh,
it's your turn.
What's my
Suck.
damage?
Oh,
We're gonna
oh
die.
boy. Okay.
He never gave damage for Kaylee.
Yeah, what's my
Oh,
damage?
sorry, 12.
Shh.
I wasn't going to say anything, but Katie said
Listen.
something.
Yeah, all right.
I gotta play.
Okay. Appa, you gotta get back in there. So Appa's gonna and gallops nobly towards the front with Kaylee and Roland. And then let's. All right, Kaylee, your brain is falling out, right? You're in a bad way.
I can't hear you.
Yeah.
I'm not great, but I'm not like dead yet.
I'm not dead yet. Okay.
I feel happy.
Okay. Well, with that in mind, I'm gonna go ahead. I'll cast heroism on both of y'all with a second level slot. Through my Roby, which will pop out of the back. My familiar will pop out of Appa's back and then boop boop, give y'all a boop. So you're immune to being frightened, and you're gonna get +4 temporary HP at the start of every turn.
Nice, dude. Thank you.
Yeah, so you and Roland get that, and then I still got a bonus action. Oh, what the hell? Actually, no, it'll help. Appa will help. Who's next in turn order? Kaylee, you're at the top, right?
Hero
Oh,
is
at the top.
directly
Oh.
after you.
Oh, Hero's directly after me. Okay, so Appa will help Hero.
The best boy.
Mm-hmm.
Wait.
That fan, I love it.
Hero, what would you like to do?
Bro remembers the lady in the church saying that if it attacks this statue that they hoped it would go after, it would probably annihilate it.
So she said and she would tell you that the statue has magic on it, so that if demons get within 15 feet of it, it lashes radiant damage at it, and you have seen it like taking damage as it has been like zapping him every round.
Okay.
So it's already near it and taking damage.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
I'm
I thought it
I'm
was-
keeping it from hitting the statue so it can bug zap her for longer. That's
Mhm.
my whole plan.
I thought the statue was totally destroyed already, and then he was just like,
Yeah.
"Ha!"
Oh no, he
Okay.
he has
That
taken
would
like
have
a
been terrible.
That's why I was like, well, I peed a little, but I guess, if we're gonna go out, let's do it together.
yeah, no, he's like taken about like half of it out. So Zariel, like the statue of Zariel's missing an arm, but you still see that the magic persists.
Word. I understand.
Okay,
now.
Much
that
better.
changes things
I
then.
feel a little
'Cause-
bit.
Yeah, I was confused for a second. I was like, why are we fighting it if we know we can't kill it?
Yeah, that's why I didn't attack. Whatever.
All right, so if we're trying to keep them close within the thing, I'll stay within the radius, but like parallel to the statue. I don't want to knock him back onto the statue. I
Mhm.
will cast Thunder Wave at a second level.
All right.
So he's got to make a con save DC 14.
That is 12 plus 8 is a 20. So he'll
Damn it,
take
okay.
half damage.
Half damage is all right. Let's do something. Oh, there's another one. Okay. Then 9 thunder damage.
Cool. Very nice. And then back up to Kaylee.
Okay. Can I use my goop as a bonus action on myself?
Sure.
Like drinking a potion? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna start out my turn by just like she just takes her finger and just like war paints the goop on her face.
Fuck yeah.
Like, all right, I'm done. And she's just gonna run up and take her 2 attacks on him. Oh, that's a 1, but I'm a halfling, so maybe that's fine. Okay, that's gonna be 23 to hit.
Yes.
That's gonna be 4. Do we still have that radiant thing? The extra D4?
No.
Okay, so then that will be 9 points of magical bludgeoning.
Cool.
And go again. That's a 19 plus 1 is 20 plus 8.
Yes.
8. and then 11 more points of magical bludgeoning damage. And she's gonna just kind of move around to kind of create some space. And she's gonna be like, roll and call me if you need me. I got more goop. I'm going this way. Okay, bye. And that's my turn. And I get 4 points from heroism and 11 points from my goop.
15.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's worth a shot. I'm gonna once again and be like, name. Wisdom saving throw. Name. Please, God.
If you learn Yunagi's true name,
I know.
You're definitely gonna get a madness. I'll tell you right now.
That's kind.
fair.
I thought your head would explode.
That's fair.
Kind of, and would release a fleet of Alops into the world. That is a wisdom save, you said, a 21.
Okay, I just don't learn it. Oh no, I'm so heartbroken. So with that in mind, I will go ahead and I'm going to cast Mind Sliver. I drive a disorienting spike of psychic energy into the mind of one creature I can see within range. So an intelligence saving throw for me, please. Let's hope this is a little better.
It's going to burn a legendary resistance.
But Melody is on the book just like, oh my god, I just want to get in that mind.
Let me pick your brain.
And so I guess I'll hunker down or behind something, and basically just keep my eye on him with my counterspell fingy ready.
Beautiful.
This is gonna be like dodgeball, where the one kid just kind of hung out in the back, and then they're the last one standing.
Yeah. No, that's me. That's my plan. I got this.
You're gonna survive this.
He is going to keep flailing away at yeah, it's gonna keep flailing away at Roland.
Disadvantage from the bestest Borker ever.
Oh, wow. That is 2 5s, but that is still a 21 to hit.
It's
Oh, horse shit.
And then that is 15 damage. And Roland, I will need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
uh, 20 on the die. I have a +0 modifier.
Nice. You managed to resist the effects of a paralysis that almost set in on you. And then your spirit guardians are still upright.
Yes.
Okay. That is definitely a success.
$12 total for you. Already halved it.
Cool. And then it is going to try and swing its flail at you again and again. One of those is a natural 20, but you're wearing adamantine armor.
I am.
So, that will be 11 damage, and then actually it's just going to try and do more damage to you. So 11 plus 16, total of 27.
Okay.
And then it's your turn.
Fucking miraculously, I've maintained concentration on Spirit Guardians. I have not rolled under a 13, and it is mind-blowing because I have a +0. Yeah, a lot of things had to go right for me to keep Spirit Guardians up this long. I'm very, very hurt, obviously.
How's Inagu looking with the statue? Just out of curiosity, does he look the same? Does he look hurt?
Does he have a sad face now?
You one might say that he is bloodied.
That's good. That's very good.
It is.
Okay.
I weep Oh, actually, I get 4 temporary hit points, right? From you.
Yeah. And those
gonna make-
recharge every turn.
It's gonna make all the difference.
It might.
I mean, it may.
Every
Shit.
HP counts.
Is there like a kill demon lord spell at first level that I don't?
You know, just that utility spell that you never take, but always.
It's the C invisibility of first level spells.
You know what?
It's like Demon
I
Lord.
honestly always forget, and I thank you, Paul. But any evil creature attacking me gets disadvantage from the helm that I'm wearing. So I need to remember that the next time you're rolling your attacks. I am going to activate that helm now, and I will say, Lathander, God Lathander, hear my prayer. And this spectral form will appear, this guardian of faith, right next to me, between Yinogu and the statue of Zariel that's zapping him. And this thing appears like an angelic form for just a moment and then disappears. But you see that it still has this blazoned sigil of Lathander on its shield and its sword. On Yinogu's turn, or anytime it comes within 10 feet, I believe, let me look up the spell, it will have to make a dexterity saving throw or take 20 points of radiant damage. This thing lasts until it deals 60 total points of damage.
Mm-hmm.
And since that's from the helm, that does not rob me of any cool healing, thank God. But that does take my action, and that's going to actually be it for my turn. I don't want to move and risk this thing running away. I don't want to do anything to stop it from attacking me, even though I'm very, very injured.
And having listened to your prayer and summoning this guardian of faith, it is going to chompa on you, Roland. With disadvantage!
Yes.
So that's a 21, and then it's going to chompa on you, Kaylee. That's not disadvantage. That is a 23.
Nope. No, I'm just kidding.
So each of you will take 14 damage.
I only take 10 because of the 4 temp HP.
Woo.
That's right.
Calvin!
Temp HP. Okay, so let's see. I could cure wounds, or I can warding bond one of you all. But if you're that low, that may not make a difference. We get resistance to everything. All right. You Roland just summoned this crazy guardian of faith thing, so we'll cast a warding bond through Calvin's familiar. So Roland will get a +1 bonus to AC and your saving throws, and you get resistance to all damage. And then I will take damage when you take damage, is the downside.
That is fucking sexy. You're fine. You're good.
Sexy.
Warding Bond is one of my favorite spells.
It's so good.
I love that spell. I love.
I actually had it.
It's so good.
I had Warding Bond on for a long time, but never used it because I was always in their face anyway. I'm like,
Yeah. Yeah. I'm glad I'm finally using this spell. So yeah, that's gonna go off, and the Roby will kind of will settle like onto the back of your armor, and there'll just be this like sort of almost like comforting resonance in your armor plates that sort of dulls the ache of the damage that has been done to you over time. And then with my bonus action, Appa will help Hero again.
Cool.
Yeah.
And
Give it a smack.
then you see Yunagu raises his flail and it's gonna smack you, Roland.
Who could have guessed it?
Whoa, it's so weird. For 21.
Hits.
That will be 12 damage.
So 6 to me and 6 to Calvin.
And then Hero.
So Appa gives me advantage.
Correct.
All right. Well, then I should probably do a melee thing, right? Is that right?
Yeah, I mean, Appa will give you advantage on whatever your action is.
Whatever kind of a attack roll will be
Yeah.
probably be best. Either spell attack or melee attack or range attack.
Could get in here and soak up some of this heat your boy Roland is boiling in.
Well, I gotta get close because I want to let's try a booming blade with my disco mace. Here we go. I'm not gonna roll a real die. That's always failed me. That's 15 to hit. Oh wait, advantage. It was a natural 1. Oh wait, no, is that a 7? That's a 7, not a 1. So 15 again, but we still have the bless.
I am using, I don't even think the +4 will hit, but I know a +10 will make it hit, so I'm going to use Guided Strike.
Yeah.
Or I'm sorry, War God's Blessing. That's the one that is on you. So +10 to that attack roll.
Cool, and 25.
That will do.
And then, so let's do 2d8 of fire. No, fire, not fucking fire. Thunder damage. That's 5 thunder damage in addition to... what is my mace? In addition to 7 bludgeoning from the mace. And again, if he moves, he'll take more.
And so as you strike this creature with your mace and then suddenly you see, after his cackling kind of drolls down to a hum, you see he shuts his maw and narrows his eyes and turns his gaze toward the sky, and you see this narrow beam of light pierce cleanly through these gathering storm clouds and this smoke. And you see suddenly the angel Zariel streaks down from the heavens, riding this large golden furred winged mammoth. And she rides forth and kicks off the back of Lulu, and she kicks Yunagu straight into the chest, and behind him you see she gives a quick flourish and this portal opens up behind him and she kicks him through the portal back into hell.
That's hot. That's real nice.
That's pretty metal.
But we got into a stride there for a minute, gang. We were doing stuff.
For a minute, I was like, wait, no, I have 2 more moves.
I have 2 more attacks and an action surge and 2 more attacks after that.
Lady.
Lady.
And she lands with the utmost.
Oh, internet.
Oh, you broke up. Oh, still can't hear you.
Can you hear me?
You freezing.
Your mic's
We can't hear
off?
you. I hear you through Paul's. It's Zariel. She's doing it.
She's doing
You know
You
who's
shall
pissed.
not
She's
speak
so
for me.
mad.
Demon retribution.
Retribution.
You will not silence me, I silence you.
She'll kill your mics and your
Nabbit
souls.
gang. We were doing so good. I think
We
we
were.
had him.
I think we did.
I really do think we
If
did.
he was bloodied, I think we had him. Yeah.
Yeah, we could have gotten there.
Nope, we can't hear you, Sage. Oh no.
So how are you all doing tonight, chat?
Yeah, how you doing out there, chat? Welcome. Hey, we're the party who
You see so many of you out there.
Basically,
30 people
yeah.
hanging out.
who basically
sweet.
beat Yinagu. So, we're the heroes. We're big damn heroes.
I'm sure we're going to get all the XP for it, too.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
No.
No, Sage.
Is your mic just off? Oh, weird.
Are you still recording in Audacity when you speak? Is it still?
Oh. Oh.
Very strange. I
Um,
had a similar problem when I streamed 2 weeks ago.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's super fucking weird. Okay, cool. Yes. So you see Zariel lands with the utmost grace in front of you, and you see Lulu slides in and lands right next to her, and she calls forth, flowing from the heavens, this band of hell riders that rides through and guides straight into the portal. And she looks to all of you and she says, I am sad. I am filled with great sorrow that I could not get here sooner. And I thank you all for protecting this place in my absence.
High five.
She'll give you
No
a high
problem.
five.
Yes.
So is this still her?
High five and non-evil Zariel.
Is this still her in angel form?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
This is her in her, she has this long flowing kind of aqua hair, and you see that she has this very delicately draped blindfold in front of her eyes, and she almost has this kind of pinkish hue to her pale skin. And
Hey, Zariel, could I just ask you a question, just real quick? Consider it a
course, my-
favor.
of course, my child.
What would make you work for hell? Like, if there was one thing that was going to corrupt you and change you, what would that be?
What does the bonus package look like to get you to work for hell today?
And even though her eyes are concealed, you know that she has turned her gaze directly towards you. And she says, Yunagu slaughtered those who I swore to protect, and I could stop him and everyone like him. I will give up all that I stand for, but it's so that I may stem the tides of chaos and save many more lives from the realms of the abyss and the infernal. Were you in my place, would you do the same? And she turns to each of you, expecting an answer.
Of course.
What do you...
It's literally what I'm on the road to doing eventually, I'm afraid.
No. Nothing is worth selling your soul for. Having lived without it and coming back, no amount of power is worth it. It's a coward's way out.
You, Artificer, what would you say?
What was the question?
Would you give up everything, all that you are, to stop the greater threats of evil?
I mean, like my life, yeah, to protect people, I guess, but I don't know. I've learned a lot more about what everything could mean in the last week or two. So, mostly 75, 80%, probably.
Mallory
Maybe-
looks pissed when you say that.
I don't.
You,
Sorry.
fighter, as she turns to Heronius.
there's a lot of variables, and I'm not really sure. Yeah, what is everything? Like, would I die for people? Yeah, but if I'm gonna be going on living as an empty husk, might as well just put an end to it right there, I guess. Sure, I suppose I would.
Melody gets really mad and she points like, her little fingy at Zariel and is like, what you become, that's not worth it. None of that is worth it. The souls you take, the misery you cause, fuck you and fuck your principles. You think you're doing good, but you're not. And it's stupid and you failed. You failed because you weren't strong enough, and that's the bottom line.
She
Ooh.
Ooh. And she nods slowly and she says, perhaps you are the wiser of us, and for that I shall give you this gift. And you get a charm of restoration, and she heals you back up to full.
I don't like it.
I don't want it.
Don't.
And to the rest of you who would make this choice, I give you too a blessing. And she gives you a charm of vitality. So the charm of vitality allows you to you become basically under the effect of the potion of vitality, and you have any exhaustion removed, you have any diseases or poisons affecting you cured. And for the next 24 hours, you regain the max number of any hit points for any hit die you spend.
Oh, that's cool.
Then, for the charm of restoration, so you basically have 6 charges, and you can spend 4 charges to do a greater restoration on someone, or 2 charges to do a lesser restoration.
Oh. Wait, 4 for greater, or how many for lesser?
2.
That's okay. All right, maybe that's not as bad as I thought.
And then you see she hops back onto Lulu, and she says, "Come forth, my friend." And you see behind her are her favorite generals, Yael, Elanthius, and Haramon, as they storm into the portal behind her.
Good luck.
The vision fades, and the cathedral comes back into view, and Yael stands before you. She says, "Now that you have seen the last of it, do you take up the sword of Zariel? Do you make the sacrifice to become a hero? Or will you try and redeem her soul?"
Huddle up, gang. Huddle up.
Okay, yeah, good idea. Okay. You're muted, Katie.
Kaylee's just in the middle of the huddle looking up at everyone.
So to clarify, she just said, will you make the sacrifice to become a hero as the alternate option? So what does that mean?
There's got to be some kind of little catch-22. I caught that as well.
Yeah, does that basically mean that it will also take our soul if we wield the sword? And that's
Or maybe whoever takes the sword would have to become what Zariel's become?
Or take the angel seat she vacated?
Oh. I bet that's a fancy chair.
I mean, you know my willingness to walk outside in the face of a demon lord. I'll take the sword if we need it, of course.
Roland, you're too good. I don't want you to make any sacrifices.
Oh, come on. I'm living on borrowed time anyway.
But every moment is precious that you have.
If the risk,
like puppy eyes.
If the risk is creating another one of this lady, maybe we should just give her back the sword and maybe it'll like restore her to her goodly angelness.
I mean, that's what Lulu thought too.
I
Lulu
mean,
knows her better than anyone of us do.
Listen, if we gave her back the sword, what's to say she won't make this decision again? Clearly, that's her nature to make this decision, that zealotry. Restoring her is only opening it back up for more risk. I think one of us should take the sword, and I think it should be me.
No, you just got your soul back.
Listen, hey,
Yeah,
my
for
whole
real.
life has been about getting here and getting my soul back, and I've done that. And to be quite honest, I don't see what happens for me once I get out of here, okay? This is what it was for. This was my whole purpose, and I don't have anything beyond this, so you all do. So I should take the sword.
You deserve the opportunity to have something beyond this. You've never had that before. And to be quite honest, I was thinking about staying here after all this.
Oh, no.
In hell?
Roll
What?
is like towering over, looking down towards you.
I just have found it to be my nature that I hurt a lot of people when I get into a headspace. And here, Roland, you told me that was good. And also there's a unicorn who needs help.
I mean, I'm on board with like helping out the unicorn, but we can all go back. We're not supposed to stay down here. We're coming down here to save El Terrell, and we can do that, and then we can go back and it'll be good. It'll be okay. But so who's gonna just wield the sword for a little bit?
Can I do a note, DM? I want to Misty Step and pick up the fucking sword, so stop everybody from arguing about it.
Can't we just vote? Like, have a democratic process?
I'm gone. I missed. I'm by the altar, and I'm trying to pick up the stupid sword.
You, Celeste.
You're a dang child. You don't know what the rest of your life has ahead of you.
I missed, bitch. What happened?
I wish I had a counter spell.
Counterspell my heart.
And as M disappears and bamps into existence again right in front of the dais, your hand extends and grabs the hilt of the sword, which is inscribed with these beautiful swirling celestial runes. And as you lay your hand on it, you feel this light pierce and shove and push its way through you until you feel this complete and utter cleansing, a searing that is just on the edge of discomfort. And what does M's magical girl transformation look like as she becomes this angelic, otherworldly beauty with pools of light?
There's like this description, I think it's in the Old Testament of like an angels, but when you look at them, all you see is like the word of God. I feel like it's something. So I don't think M is so much like a physical form as she is like symbols and words and just this kind of golden swirl of, the words of creation and the names of things. So maybe if that does take a shape, it's a vaguely human form, but I don't think there's much relatable.
It's like one of those Ezekiel angels that's like made up of eight wheels within wheels and
with eyes.
24 wings. Yeah, that all have eyes all across it. Yeah. Gotta love those Old Testament angels.
And so as you all see M transform into this otherworldly being of pure light, M, you attune instantly to the sword of Zariel. You become lawful good, and you gain the following traits. You can speak, read, and write Celestial. You have resistance to necrotic and radiant damage. Your charisma becomes 20, and you sprout a pair of feathery golden wings that have a fly speed of 90 feet and allow you to hover. And you also have true sight, and you can see through normal and magical darkness.
I think I'm just hovering. I'm just kind of
Hey.
hovering there, waiting
Hey.
for like what else to happen.
Hey,
And-
Em.
And that's where we're going to end this episode.
Oh.
God, I can't wait to take to the sea again. Leave everyone behind.
I am so upsetty spaghetti.
Oh, this has been a game, everyone. Thank you all so much for playing.
Wow.
I have been your storyteller, Sage.
Hey, what's up? It's me, Celeste. I'm your angel. your angel of the word, Malady.
I'm JB, and I have been your very confused and conflicted war cleric of Kellamvor, Roland Belran Dan Cadril. I'm doing a concern.
Doing a concern. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Katie, and I'm playing pure unbridled feelings for Caitlin.
I'm Naseem. I play your dwarven fighter who's just given up on trying to contribute anything to this group. And his name is Heronius Dohar.
I'm Paul, and I have been playing Calvin, who pines for the simpler days of piloting infernal war machines across toenail deserts.
Oh, the good days.
Simpler era. Yeah.
Well, you know what you should do until next time.
Cry?
Venture.
Hell!
Sure to hell!
Sure to hell.
We're venturing to hell,
Damn it,
everyone.
Katie.
Okay. Bye,
Venture to hell.
everyone.
Bye.